welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you're all doing really well. Today I have for you a Primark haul. I know I tend to film my kind of like fashion try on type hauls up in my filming room, in my wardrobe room, but I thought, you know what, it's such a gorgeous day today. Sun is shining, I've got the doors open, I can hear the birds singing, and I was like, I'm gonna go and sit downstairs. So yeah, that's where we are today, a bit of a change up of scenery. If you missed my previous video, I did take you into store and show you all of the new in bits that I spotted, some amazing finds for spring summer. They're definitely getting a lot more stock in. It was also definitely a transitional period with some sale things as well. And if you didn't know, I'm local to Manchester, so I go to, well, now at least anyway, I used to go to City Centre. I tend to go to the Trafford Centre store because they have the home store, like a separate home store right opposite Primark. They've now got really good fashion stock in the fashion and a full home, dedicated home store. So I'm like, it just makes sense to go to the Trafford Centre. So that is where I went. Without further ado, I think we're just gonna jump straight into it. Make sure you've got yourself a nice drink, get comfy, some snacks, and I hope you guys enjoy. I will link everything that I can now that you can do click and collect with Primark. Any of these items that I try on, I will spend some time trawling through the website and finding all the links to all of these things so that it's really easy for you to click through and shop for any of these items. I think every single store in the UK now has click and collect as well, which is great. I think I'm right in saying that, don't quote me. Anyway, I'm gonna jump into it with a very spring girly kind of find in this one, that it's a co-ord. So you've got like a two-piece with a little vest and matching cardigan. It's in that Pointel fabric, so very soft and textured, and these really pretty blue cornflowers on, but just with some jeans. Just a nice little cardi combo, which obviously you could take off the cardigan if it gets really warm, and you've just got your nice little vest underneath. I got it in a small at £10. Next up, I have something very similar actually to what I'm wearing. This shirt, it's actually shirt trouser set from an Australian brand that is called Assembly Label. Hopefully they get it to the UK because it's a gorgeous brand. But yeah, this is kind of similar in that it's just a striped neutral shirt. It's a different fabric though. This one's, it's slightly heavier, kind of like thicker linen-y feel fabric, this one. In a medium, I got it, and it is £12. But I love an oversized shirt, again with jeans, worn open with a little racer vest underneath, just plain white. Done up as a co-ord. If there isn't matching bottoms, I can't remember if these had matching bottoms or not. I love an oversized Oxford style shirt, and Primark I think are some of my favorites that I have in my wardrobe are from Primark. You can't go to Primark without getting a set of pajamas, and I got these, which I thought reminded me of something like Sisters and Seekers would stock, or Fourth and Reckless with a little stripe. And I got all three items. I got the shorts because I tend to sleep in shorts, I actually sleep in shorts. These were £8 and I got them in a medium. I also sized up in my pajamas, so I'm typically a 10 to 12, medium is 12 to 14 in Primark, but it's just a rule that you have to size up when you buy pajamas. It's the only way. So I got the shorts, very soft rib kind of fabric, this one. I also sized up in the vest to a medium. And the vest was £7, the little button down detail there, very cute. And then lastly for the bottom, so I probably would lounge more in these with the vest. The bottoms I've just gotten for in a medium as well at £12. They're just like a nice wide leg, pink and blue and white strap. I just love these. So like comfy, the fabric. I think that's what I particularly love about Primark and their pajama section, is they're actually really comfy. Longevity, maybe not so much, but maybe that's just because I wear them so often and I just get my wear out of them. But yeah, I do really like Primark for their pajamas. This one, I don't have a hanger for this one, so let me just hold this one up. This is a kind of like off the shoulder, butter creamy kind of coloured top with the button down. Quite a smart top actually. You could definitely dress this up. I'm thinking even just with jeans and a heel would be really nice. With a skirt would be nice. Little shorts as well in the summer would be gorgeous, but just that off shoulder just makes it look, I think, a little bit smarter. If you had a trouser in the same color as a wide leg, that would be a really nice kind of like suit set almost, or even like paired with like a chocolate brown wide leg trouser would be really nice. But anyway, I got it in a size 10 and it is £16. I did try some of these on in the changing rooms. However, en route out, I saw some other things that I added to my basket and went straight to the checkout rather than going back to the changing room. So this is one of those. I don't know if it's gonna fit or suit me or what, but I grabbed it anyway. And it's actually from the Scene range, which is a very random kind of like hybrid section where I think their target market is more teen, but then they have some like core staple items or like some really nice items that I definitely wouldn't necessarily put in the box in the bracket of teen only. So anyway, I got this skirt. It's kind of like a asymmetric, see that string coming up, I need to cut that off, hem, very like Western style, very pretty and girly and feminine, and I love that kind of embroidery in the summer months especially. It's got an elasticated waist, so I went for it in a small. I don't know why I got a small, because I would have probably said a medium would have looked better, but maybe it was just, yeah, it was just on its own. I just randomly saw it, that's why I got the small. £16, I'll try it. If I like it, I'll keep it. If not, it's always an excuse to just go back, do a returns and have another little browse. This is also something that was just randomly placed and I just came across it and I thought, oh, add that to my basket, but it was just on its own. So anyway, I decided to grab it nonetheless, and it's a satin with the lace detail, like tie side sarong style thing. So you could obviously wear this as a sarong on like a holiday, as a beach little mini skirt sarong, or you could, it's one size, so yeah, it just comes as it is, and it does detail it as a sarong. But also you could layer it up with like, you know, that's trend with like the asymmetric hem lace top with some trousers, that kind of trend. I saw this top last time I went in and was so tempted for it. It was one of those things I kind of regretted not picking up. And then when I went in this time, I also saw that they had a matching skirt. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna take it to the changing rooms. I tried it on and I do really like it. I think it's really pretty. So I went for the skirt in a small at £16. And it's got like a layer underneath that ends here, so oh, you can kind of see it actually. So it is double lined, it's not going to be see-through or anything, but it is quite a long length, like a mid-axi kind of length. Very pretty, again, girly, feminine, that kind of style that I love for this season. It's definitely, summer is a season that I feel like I play around a lot more with that kind of feminine style and that pretty girly style. So yeah, gorgeous, with little pink flowers on. The top part is double lined, the body isn't, so again, you can easily go braless with this and it'd be fine. £10 for the top, also in a small. This one did have matching bottoms, but I don't think they'd suit me. I didn't even try them on, to be fair, I maybe should have, but I think they were like a balloon style bottom. I just thought, you know what, I don't know if that's very me. But the top that went with it, again, that kind of like balloon style, I really liked. So I decided to go for the top just on its own, and this was like a new in a medium, £12. Quite floaty and loose, but it is a medium, so for me it probably would be, well, medium is about right for me, but you know, I always forget medium in Primark is more like a 12 to 14 though, so maybe it is a little bit bigger for me, and that's why it's a bit looser, but I just really like it. Again, jeans, I always wear, or most often wear, jeans that are quite high-waisted, so this kind of like length for me is perfect. I've got some white wide leg jeans, my Halara ones, that I think would look really nice with this. Love, love, love. All blue ones as well. And then this dress, my goodness, this is stunning. I showed it in the changing rooms in my vlog of me trying it on, and I was explaining how I actually bought a dress but ended up returning it from, I think it was Club L London, in a like a deep burgundy that I was going to wear for my friend's hen do, and it did feel like thicker, more substance to it. However, the way that this fits, it is really nice. And this one as well, the skirt underneath, the lacy skirt that comes with it is detachable as well, so you could just wear it as a little mini dress. I personally love the layer skirt underneath, but you could also take that off and wear it with like a long blazer dress and do that instead as an option. But I got it in a size 10. It was £25, which I think for a gorgeous dress like this, how pretty would that be as like a hen do dress or something? I think £25 is great value, and I would also recommend staying true to size, if not sizing down, because this one, if anything, this is what I said in the changing rooms, was a little, like a slight bit too big for me on the top. Like as in, I just didn't fill it out enough. So I'm gonna try this with a strapless bra with a bit more padding to fill it out, because I thought it's not worth not getting for £25. I really like it, it's stunning. Kind of wish they did actually bring it out in more colors, because white is very bridal, but I love it, it's so pretty. Okay, this is throwing it back now to a noughties trend that we would wear, where we would like layer up t-shirts, kind of like how I was saying with the sarong lace layered over your trousers. We did that a lot as well growing up in the Tammy girl era. This is like a off-shoulder blue top with the racer white top underneath that I thought was a good little combo. I just really like that color. This color in spring summer is such a pretty staple for me. This kind of like baby blue, I really like it. So I got the top in a medium and it was £8. They had two other color variations of it. They had a brown and a cream, and then they had a dark gray and a light gray, but I went for the white and the blue. This is another white top that I thought was so gorgeous. It's actually a bodysuit, but it's got like this added cape over the top, which I think I'm loving, like a cape style, a cape layer, especially in a kind of like mesh see-through color that I just think elevates the top, makes it look really nice. So as a body with again jeans and a nice top type outfit, I think something like this would be absolutely gorgeous, and £10 in a medium. I got this, okay, hopefully you'll have seen this on the try-on clip, but when I showed you that shirt and I said that would be nice if there was a matching bottom, there is a matching bottom set to it. So as a set, a bit like what I'm wearing today, love these kind of sets for the warmer weather. So especially for me, like I quite like having my legs covered, but this feels light and airy enough that I'm wearing something loose and comfortable for, especially when it gets warmer, but also because it is long and long sleeves, it's also fine for days that are a bit cooler as well because you're covered. But anyway, the bottoms are £14 and I got them in a medium with a drawstring that does work, so you can cinch them in. Hopefully these fit though, because I don't know if I tried these on, but yeah, gorgeous little set. Love the fact that I said that earlier and I'd already forgotten that I did actually get a matching set. Anyway, I got this skirt. This was something else that I added to my basket without trying it on, so I don't know how I'm gonna like it on. Hopefully I do, but it's in a medium at £12. It's this skirt, again with like the layer underneath so that you know that it's not gonna be sheer, but the bottom is like kind of, it's like raw cut, you know, not straight, floaty, lacy, and this one is not white, it's definitely more of a creamy colour. So yeah, we'll try it, we'll style it up, we'll see how I get on with it, but hopefully, fingers crossed, I like that one. Okay, this was something that again I didn't try on, but I just kind of added to my basket knowing that I'll probably like it anyway, because they do some of the best core basics, and again they do a few variations, so I'll try and find this exact one to be able to link below, because this feeling, it's like a knit, but like a thick, good quality, super soft knit that I just think is such a core piece in your wardrobe. £7 in a medium. They had several different colours, but I just went for the cream thinking that this would probably be my most worn. And then again, how I was saying, I love a Primark Oxford shirt in like a cotton. This is exactly that, and this is a new variation. Oh, I thought there was a mark on it, but it's just a piece of fluff, that's all right. And I've got a few like this, but I don't have this colourway, which is a cream and blue stripe, which again for this time of the year is lovely. It's actually a kind of like vintage faded colour, this one, which I really like. Open with a white racer and some jeans is probably most likely how I would wear that, but because it's long enough to, you could also just wear with like leggings as well. And yeah, right, a couple more bits now in my Primark bags that I got. And firstly, this was a checkout purchase, and I got 2 of these. I thought they'd be really handy for in the garden, especially for sunny days like today, to just throw a towel on the grass if we want to just sit out there. We've got a couple of outdoor picnic blankets, but it's also quite handy to have towels, because in the summer we usually get some kind of splash pad out for Barney, our golden retriever, and it's always just handy to have towels out there that are human, dog, whatever, doesn't matter if they get ruined. And these are beach towels, so they're quite big as well, and because of that beach towel and the stripe and everything, I know that I will look at these and go, outdoor towel. So these are garden safe. We will be happy to use these in the garden. Yeah, they are pretty gigantic, £10 each, and I just picked up 2 of those. The other one is here. What else have we got in here? I don't have too many kind of statement earrings, but I saw these and they're quite simple, so I thought I could get on board with these. They're also silver, where the statement chunky kind of earrings that I do have mostly are gold, so I thought I would grab these. They were only £3.50, and they're kind of like a hammered circle, but yeah, a good little accessory to jazz up a simple outfit, especially for like in an evening, for like dinner or whatever. So I've got those. And then this is also this is £3, sorry. This is, it's like a kind of embroidered lacy, really pretty design, and at £3 it's like a multi-way. They advertise it as a bandana for on your head, around your neck. You could tie it around a bag, whatever. And then I also got this one to try alongside. Obviously I've got the other sarong at £8, which I do like, and like really like the quality. It's very thick. This one's a lot thinner, and also the other one was white. This one's definitely more of a creamy color, so I probably will keep both. But £6, and this is, we've got a couple of variations of how to wear it as like a little sarong, as a neck scarf, as a bandana. So multi-purpose, little lace trimmed satin scarf. This is also a couple of essentials that I like to stock up on, is their clips, their hair clips. And this is a bit new for me because we've got a bit of colour going on, but I thought if I've got a pop of blue or something on, then there's this dusky kind of baby blue that I could add. I wear hair clips all the time. I know I don't tend to on camera very often, but pretty much as soon as I finish this video, I'll throw my hair up in a clip, or even if I just end up clipping some of it back like that, just so it's out of my face and I'm not touching it all the time. Like, that's what these sort of style clips for me are perfect for. And these ones look really pretty too. So these ones are like a white pearlescent, a creamy one, some leopard, and they are £4.50. And these ones are also £4.50, slightly bigger. But you've got all the kind of like spring pastels and a nice neutral one too. That's everything that I got from the fashion store. Then I popped over to the homeware store, and there wasn't too much new in. Lots of bright, bold patterns for spring. Very Italian looking, for summer, sorry. Very Italian summer kind of style, with loads of like oranges, lemons, you know, like bright, bold patterns. I did, however, find a couple of things that I liked the look of. Firstly, this little plant pot, which I thought would be a good little pot for herbs. I've got one similar actually, which is just outside. I'm just giving them a little sunbathe. I've got some, I think that's thyme in that one, which I usually have on the side, but I've just watered it and popped it outside. And then I think I might grab another one, like a fresh herb from the garden centre or the supermarket, to have in the kitchen. £4, and it comes with the little, this one doesn't have a drainage hole, so this is literally just for show, whereas my other one does have a drainage hole. But anyway, £4, bargain. And then last but not least, I got this like oil drizzler. So we've got a really nice olive oil, like a Dalesford one, which I have on the kitchen shelf. I think that's it there. Yeah, I think that's, yeah, that is it there. So I thought about popping balsamic in this one to have alongside it. And is there nothing better than fresh warm bread from the bakery, or even home baked if you have time, just dipped in olive oil and balsamic vinegar? One of my favorites. I made a focaccia last summer, and I'm going to do that again this year because it was sensational. Fresh warm bread with olive, oil and balsamic vinegar is one of my faves. So anyway, hopefully it'll work, popping it in that, unless, yeah, I guess it will. It was £5. So that is everything that I picked up from Primark this time around. I hope you guys have enjoyed this haul. And again, if you're inspired to pick any of these items up yourself, I will link everything that I can find that is online. I will link it in my description box below for you to shop through and do a click and collect. Thank you so much for watching, and if you did miss the vlog and wanted to see more in store, then do check out my previous video. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Bye guys!